hormones that are made in glands and travel through the blood, those are called endocrine hormones. Those are the most common hormones. Those are the ones we hear about all the time. But there's other hormones that are not endocrine hormones that are communication molecules. Some hormones actually get squirted right into the digestive system from ducts. Other hormones are made in cells and communicate directly with cells, from cell to cell communication. Those are completely different hormones. This is the kind of hormone that nitric oxide is. And we'll talk about hormones here in the next few days. I'm not going to get into it now because we've got some calls to get to, but we'll talk about hormone health and how you can keep your hormones healthy, and why drugs, about the very interesting relationship between prescription drugs and hormones. In fact, as it turns out, most prescription drugs, or many prescription drugs at least, work via their effects on hormones. And we'll talk about that over the coming days as we discuss nitric oxide and connective tissue building and wound healing, all, believe it or not, as it regards the amino acid arginine, which is where we started our discussion several weeks ago. Okay, 855-660-4261 is our number on the bright side. Got lines open for you. Time to hit our first phone call of the day. Let's go to Idaho and welcome Daryl to the bright side. What's up, Daryl? How you doing?
Well, not real good.
Okay, what's going on? How can we help you?
Have trigeminal neuralgia.
Oh, that's miserable. That's awful.
Oh, boy.
That's awful.
And,
how long you had that?
Well, I had it probably a year, but it came and went and came and went.
That's miserable. You know, they used to call it suicide disease because it was so darn miserable. It's
right,
awful.
But I never get it during the day. I only get it when I go to bed at night. I wake up and then I go put ice packs.
Okay. Here's what you need to do, my friend. First of all, how old are you?
72.
Okay. Daryl, you don't have trigeminal neuralgia is a symptom. Okay? It's a sign of a problem. As miserable as it is, it's not the problem. It's the sign of the problem. And this is an extremely important distinction that we need to make, because you can't take care of trigeminal neuralgia by treating the trigeminal neuralgia. You got to treat it at where the cause is. And so we got to find out what other health challenges you have. Trigeminal neuralgia doesn't count as a health issue, or it doesn't count as a dis-ease. It counts as a symptom of a dis-ease. We got to find out what's percolating in your body that's causing this problem. So it's not that complicated. Health is not complicated. Even though the medical model wants us to think it's complicated, it's not complicated. There's only a couple things that can go wrong at the causal level. Number one, the digestive system. That's always the first thing to face. Now, you're 72 years old. It's almost impossible for you not to have a digestive condition under the best of conditions. Even if you were doing everything correctly, at the age of 72, things start to break down. But for most of us, we're not doing things correctly, so the odds are pretty darn good you're dealing with some kind of digestive health issue fundamentally. Trigeminal neuralgia, for the listeners, is pain in the face, in the lower part of the face. And whenever you're dealing with a pain issue, you're almost always dealing with some kind of always dealing with some kind of inflammatory condition. There's inflammation, microscopic inflammation around the trigeminal nerve. That's why they call it trigeminal neuralgia. Neuralgia is a fancy way of saying nerve pain. So the trigeminal nerve, that's the name of the nerve, is inflamed. Why would the trigeminal nerve be inflamed? Well, it's not magic. There's no pixie dust that's being sprinkled on the nerve from fairies from above. Something's getting into your body. It's activating the inflammatory and immune system. Whenever you have inflammation, you're looking at a defensive response. So what is the body defending itself from? Well, the only way to find out is by looking to digestive symptoms. So, Daryl, are you aware of digestive problems that you have? Doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have any if you're not aware, but are you aware? There's certain foods that you have problems with.
Well, I probably don't eat right.
No. You probably don't, because none of us do. But aside from that, are there any foods that give you problems? Or do you notice that you have bowel movement issues, constipation, loose stools, heartburn, gas, bloating, any digestive symptoms? And by the way, for the listeners, I want you to pay attention, because I'm not just talking to Daryl here, and I'm not just addressing trigeminal neuralgia. This is how you address all health conditions. You backtrack first and foremost to the digestive system. So link it's in your interest, Daryl, to find problems in your digestive system. It's in your interest if you have heartburn, to find gas, to find bloating, to find bowel movement issues, because then you can connect these problems to foods, and then you can eliminate the foods, and then you will at least partially eliminate the problems. So look for digestive symptomology. Look for pain. Look for nausea. Look for queasiness. Look for diarrhea, loose stools. Look for constipation. Look for heartburn. Look for these issues. Then, once you find them, connect those up to foods. Oh my gosh, every time I have corn, I bloat. Or every time I have milk, I have constipation. Or every time I have cheese, I have loose stools. Whatever it is. You want to link your problems, your digestive problems, to specific foods and then eliminate those foods. That's step number one. In fact, you may notice that your trigeminal neuralgia is worse after you eat certain foods. That would be the jackpot. If you could find that would be like hitting the jackpot, because then you could start eliminating those foods and you could start eliminating your pain. And that pain, I know, is miserable. I've seen it. It's absolutely hideous. So first and foremost, link your health issues or your digestive issues to food. Find digestive issues, then link those to food. Secondly, start using digestive support supplements. Number one, the Biolumin Nightly Essence. Must have. Get on it today. That alone can make a difference. Number two, Ultimate Enzymes. Use them after meals and use them throughout the day on an empty stomach. It will help with the inflammatory pain. You might even want to try the Ultimate Enzymes before you go to bed. That may help you with the inflammatory pain. Thirdly, use the Z-Radical. The Z-Radical not only has digestive support properties, but it also has anti-inflammatory and immune-boosting properties. Or you might want the Fucoidan Z, which has a little bit more of the active ingredient than the Z-Radical. The Healthy Start Pack, that goes without saying. You want that right away. There's a couple more things, so hang on, Daryl. I'll give you a couple more ideas when we come back. I'm Pharmacist Ben. If you're on hold, hang tight. We'll get to you when we come back from our break. You are listening to The Bright Side. 855-660-4261 is our number. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, the Dead Doctors Don't Lie guy. Have you ever wondered why farmers can keep their livestock lean and healthy just by feeding them minerals in a nutrient-dense diet? Before market, they cut off their minerals, leaving them to crave high-calorie grains to fatten them up. So if weight control is this easy, why does the medical system prescribe invasive surgical gastric bypass for humans? The truth be told, according to research, you can avoid over 900 different diseases just by getting 90 essential nutrients daily. Check us out on the web at sonsoflibertyteam.com and order your Healthy Start Pack and get your 90 for life. Or dial 855-301-TEAM. I said essential, not optional, and every day. Easy. 90 for life on the web at sonsoflibertyteam.com or call 855-301-TEAM. That's 855-301-TEAM. That's 855-301-TEAM. Check us out on the web at sonsoflibertyteam.com. At sonsoflibertyteam.com.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
Moms of America, stand up and stop taking abuse from your kids.
I pledge never to let my kid disrespect me ever again.
I pledge to stop letting my daughter walk all over me.
I pledge to stop living in fear of my son's anger.
I pledge never to feel like a bad parent ever again. Because I'm not.
I pledge to stop letting my child's behavior control my home.
I pledge to be a mom with kids who listen. A total transformation mom.
I'm Janet Lehman, co-creator of the Total Transformation Program. We created the Total Transformation to help parents with difficult child behavior. Now I'm giving it away free. All All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. We'll let you keep it for free.
Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795. Call now. Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795.
Next to water and food, you need a safe, storable fuel supply for your preparedness needs. Spare fuel is the answer. Spare fuel can be used in any gas-powered vehicle or generator. Spare fuel is perfect for any unforeseen out-of-gas emergencies. Unlike gasoline, spare fuel is safe to store with your other supplies, and it can be stored for many years. Go to GetSpareFuel.com for special pricing. That's GetSpareFuel.com.
Do good people ever want to call an attorney just to find out if they're right or wrong? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what are you forced to think about first? Money. If you could call as often as you wanted and talk as long as you need without a bill, would you call? Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com, or call 855-340-SAVE. That's 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
All right, welcome back to the bright side. We're talking to Daryl about trigeminal neuralgia. Daryl, you there, my friend?
Absolutely.
Okay, we want to look to the digestive system first. Do all the things we talk about here on the program by connecting your digestive symptoms to foods and eliminating those foods. Step number 1, always. Step number 2, probiotics and the Z radical and the ultimate enzymes, nutrition that helps support the digestive system. Helps support digestive health and wellness. The ultimate enzymes taken before bed may have some pain-relieving properties. That might be something else to think about. Of course, the Mighty 90 is very important. The Healthy Start Pack, all your essential nutrients, especially the B vitamins. In fact, vitamin B12 and vitamin B2 are especially important when it comes to trigeminal neuralgia. You may want to have some vitamin B12 shots. May have some vitamin B12 shots. That might help you. There's some literature that talks about trigeminal neuralgia completely disappearing with B12 shots at the age of 72, and also if you have digestive health issues, you may not be absorbing your vitamin B12. You may be dealing with a vitamin B12 deficiency. So in addition to the B12 that you get from the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Ultimate Daily, you might want to think about a once a month or so vitamin B12 shot done intramuscularly. Like I say, there's some good literature that shows at least occasionally vitamin B12 can be helpful for trigeminal neuralgia. In fact, some folks have had their trigeminal neuralgia completely disappear by using vitamin B12 injections. So that's something else to think about. Vitamin B2, which is riboflavin, that can help you. You'll get that in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine as well, in the Healthy Start Pack. And then magnesium also has pain-relieving properties that might be of benefit to you. And last but not least, the CM cream and the CM capsules from Youngevity also have pain-relieving properties that may help with inflammatory pain. And then one more thing, and that's your blood sugar. Always stabilize. Make sure you're keeping your blood sugar stabilized. That means staying away from blood sugar spiking foods, eating more protein and more coconut oil and butter for fats. And if you want one last thing, the fact that you're getting your trigeminal neuralgia at night implies that do you have insomnia, by the way, aside from the trigeminal neuralgia? Do you have problems sleeping even when you don't have the pain, or do you go right to bed? Go right to sleep?
I have no problem sleeping.
No problem sleeping. Do you wake up in the middle of the night?
Yeah, I wake up about an hour after I fall asleep.
From the pain, or just do you wake up?
The pain, it hits me like a brick.
That tells me there may be some kind of a relationship between stress hormone. There's possibly a relationship between cortisol and stress hormone. Now you'll address your stress hormone nicely with the Healthy Start Pack and the digestive strategies and the blood sugar stabilizing strategies that we just talked about. But you might also want to consider practicing deep breathing and using deep breathing when you feel your pain. Slow deep breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Maybe before you go to bed at night. fall asleep using deep breathing techniques, and that'll make sure that you're oxygenating correctly. Low levels of oxygen can exacerbate pain. Hypoxia, low oxygen in the blood, can exacerbate or cause pain. I'm not saying that's the cause of your trigeminal neuralgia, but using deep breathing techniques may help you. So you got lots of things that you could do there, lots of strategies. Most importantly, the digestive system, and then also the Healthy Start Pack and the B vitamins. See if you can get some B12 shots too. That might help you. All right?
I do smoke. I drink.